BSI, Scene Safety. My nature illness is chest pain. I have one patient. I am going to request additional ALS and transport. I am not going to consider C-spine at this time. General patient impression of my patient is I have a 22-year-old male sitting in a chair holding his chest. He seems to be alert. Hey sir, what seems to be the problem?
My chest has been hurting ever since I started working out. It hasn't seemed to help, or anything has helped.
Chief complaint is chest pain. The fact that he's talking to me is letting me know that he's maintaining his own airway. What I want to do now is I want to assess circulation and breathing, look at his respiratory rate and his pulse for 1 minute.
1 eternity later.
Got a pulse rate of 88 strong and regular, respiratory rate of 18 non-labored.
Heart rate is 110, respirations is 29, and labored.
Okay, what's the skin color, temperature, and condition of my patient?
Cool, pale, and clammy.
Okay, my patient is exhibiting signs of shock, so I'm going to have a blanket on standby. I'm going to throw my patient on 15 liters of high flow oxygen via non-rebreather. Is there any apparent bleeding going on?
No apparent bleeding.
Okay, so my patient is a high priority patient, so we're going to transport code 3 to the hospital. Sir, when did this pain or discomfort start happening?
About like 15 minutes ago or so.
Okay. Does anything make it worse or better?
Yeah, sitting down makes it a little better, but anytime I try to exert myself at all, it starts to get that stinging pain again.
Okay. Does it radiate anywhere?
Yeah, it kind of goes up through the neck a little bit and the shoulder.
Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the worst pain you ever felt, what would you rate it?
10.
10. Can you describe that pain to me?
Yeah, it's kind of like a sharp, like stabbing pain.
Okay, and what time exactly you said?
About 15 minutes ago.
So has this ever happened before?
Yeah, it's happened one other time. I was working out and it started to hurt real bad.
Okay. So have you done anything in this case to alleviate that pain, or?
No, I've just sat down and that's it. I haven't done anything.
Okay. Are you allergic to anything?
No.
No allergies?
Mm-mm.
Okay. What about your past medical history?
Nothing other than just this occasional chest pain anytime I work out or exert myself. That's
so any medications for that?
Nitroglycerin.
Nitro. How long have you been prescribed nitro?
About a month.
Okay. Last oral intake. What's the last thing you've eaten?
About an hour ago I had breakfast.
Okay. What'd you have for breakfast?
Eggs and toast.
Okay. What about the events leading up to? So you said you were working out.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else that happened out in the ordinary?
No, just I started to warm up. I was getting ready to go for a run, and I started to kind of feel it start to hurt. So I was working my way to sit down, and it just started hurting even more as I was walking. So
you've mentioned nitroglycerin. You haven't taken any?
No,
of
I
it,
haven't
or?
taken
Okay.
any of it.
Okay. So what I want to do now, sir, is I'm going to palpate your chest here. Okay. Let me know if you have any discomfort when I press down.
Nothing.
No. Okay. What I want to do, sir, is I'm going to listen to you breathe. I just want you to take a few deep breaths. Okay. I'm going to listen to lung sounds, midclavicular, mid-axillary, and get some.
Okay.
Deep breath. Deep breath. Deep breath. Deep breath. Deep breath. One more. What I'm getting is clear lung sounds, all fields.
Lung sounds are clear.
Okay. Sir, any discomfort, pain taking those deep breaths?
No.
Okay, so any numbness, tingling or anywhere?
Nothing.
Dizziness?
A little bit of dizziness, but other than that, no.
Nausea, vomiting?
I haven't, no.
Headache?
Mm-mm.
Okay, no alcohol or drug use?
No.
Okay. What I want to do now, get some vitals on the patient here. I'm going to get a blood pressure. Check your blood pressure, sir. I got 128 over 88.
Blood pressure is 120 over 82.
120 over 82. So blood pressure 120 over 82. Heart rate at 110, strong and regular, and respiratory rate at 29 labored. So my field impression is my patient isn't dealing with any type of pulmonary episode. I think it's cardiac in nature. I understand that my patient is prescribed nitroglycerin. It's in his name, and it's date's accurate. My patient is a candidate for baby aspirin, nitroglycerin, oxygen therapy that I'm already giving them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to contact medical control, see if they approve of me giving my patient aspirin and nitroglycerin based off of his blood pressure being at over 100 systolic. So I'm going to call medical direction, let them know that I have a 22-year-old male is exhibiting a little bit of chest pain due to exertional. He says he has a history of it. It happened 15 minutes ago. Vitals are 120 over 82. Pulse is 110 strong and regular. And respiratory rate is 29 labored. And see if they advise.
Medical control does not permit.
Okay, so I'm just going to put my patient in a position of comfort. Keep giving them oxygen therapy via non-breather, 15 liters. Reassess my patient every 5 minutes because he's based off of his severity. And I'm going to give when we arrive to the hospital, I'm going to give the receiving nurse or doctor patient care report of I have a 22-year-old male who's experiencing exertional angina, has prior experiences with this episode, and happened about 15 minutes ago. He is prescribed nitroglycerin. He hasn't taken any. We've just been giving him oxygen therapy, position him comfort, and transporting him here. Vital signs were 120 over 82. Pulse was 110 strong and regular. Respiratory rate 29 labored.